My 36F husband, 35 meters, is seriously prioritizing his girlfriend, 25F, over me. What should I do? A year ago, my husband Marcus and I came to a mutual agreement about opening up our marriage. The spark was mostly gone. And we've toyed with the idea of open relationships, polyamory before. Once we had more in-depth conversations about it and put rules in place. I began downloading dating apps and reaching out to people who expressed interest in me previously. I was going for quick hookups, one-night stands, stuff of that nature. If it turned into something more, it did, and I care if it didn't. Marcus, however, was looking for something semi-serious. One partner rather than multiple, and was trying to date locally but struggled with it. I suggested that he try using a dating app like me, and he downloaded an app where he met his current girlfriend, Charmy. Charmy is in her second year of law school, graduated summa cum laude with a BA for her undergrad, and has fairly well-off parents. I know all of this because my husband gushed about it to me after he already went on a few dates and was hitting it off with her. I was happy for him. Their relationship only really annoying me when their plans coincided with mine, and I had to cancel my own plans last minute to watch our kids. Until Marcus would stay up for hours, talking to Charmy while in our bed, and would only go to the living room to resume their conversation there if I said he's keeping me up or he had work in the morning. I've seen plenty of receipts for flowers, chocolates, new purses, jewelry, and fancy dinners, all for Charmy, when we've hardly done anything truly special in the past year. Part of our agreement was that we wouldn't totally give up on our marriage and have things like date nights. If I try to bring that up, Marcus will argue that he's been busy with work, that I don't actually bother to do special for us, or walk away from the conversation. Yesterday was my last straw. January 31st is our wedding anniversary, and I assumed that he would at least stay home with me and the kids like he did last year. Nope. When I went to talk him about it, he said that since he missed Charmy's birthday that was last week due to being super busy at work and too exhausted to go out, he wanted to have a late birthday celebration with her. I yelled at him when he said that, and that obviously our wedding anniversary is more important than Charmy's birthday. Marcus argued with me, saying we didn't do anything last year, so why should it matter if he spends his time somewhere else? I said that at least he spent his time at home rather than with someone else. We argued some more before Marcus just walked away from me and went into the guest bedroom. He didn't come out unless to interact with the kids, and barely spoke to me if I was around. He went straight to work after making sure that the kids had caught their bus, and hasn't answered or replied to my phone calls or texts about wanting to talk with him. He'll be home soon, and I am seriously at the end of my rope. Our relationship has gone seriously downhill since he started dating her. But then again, she also makes him so happy from what I've seen. It's also not like he's neglecting our kids, which I wouldn't ever allow. When it comes to these Reddit posts about open relationships, it normally goes one of two ways. 1. If the man pushes to open the relationship, he gets upset when he realizes nobody is lining up to bang him. Meanwhile, his wife, who he thought undesirable, has men lining up to be with her, and he gets upset and jealous. 2. If the woman pushes to open up the relationship, then the man who was monogamous all along ends up finding a woman who he wants to be monogamous with. Meanwhile, the woman who got to have all her fun with multiple men gets upset when she realizes her husband no longer has feelings for her and is now in love with the one woman who he has been with. At this point, it's a tale as old as time, and this post clearly falls the second category. A year ago, my husband Marcus and I came to a mutual agreement about opening up our marriage. The spark was mostly gone. And we've toyed with the idea of open relationships, polyamory before. Your marriage was over then. Move on. Then get divorced. All this animosity will just hurt your kids. This sounds more like you were unhappy with the marriage, and instead of working together to prioritize each other and bring the spark back, you had the bright idea that opening up would give you what you want, but allow you to keep the security of your family. Seems like he isn't into sleeping around and would rather replace you than have hookups and one-night stands. Unless you can convince him there's something here worth saving, I think this marriage is finished. Even if the relationship was in trouble, getting stale before this. Unfortunately, you probably killed what feelings remained when you bought up the open relationship. He's taken the opportunity to find what he was missing out on in his relationship with you. Everything he wasn't getting with you, he found with her. I'd expect he's only staying for the kids. I'd be very careful pushing him on the topic. If you force him to choose, you might not like the choice he makes. He's fallen in love with Charmy. It's QS time as that.
Oh boy.
Who first brought up opening? Sorry, but doesn't sound like you were on the same page to begin with. You wanted something physical and he wanted something emotional from the very beginning. Not much you can do if he's already attached to her. This is one of the reasons people don't open up the emotional side of relationships. Why did you permit a full-fledged relationship to be part of your open marriage rules? Or is he violating the rules you set out? Frankly, this looks like it's headed for divorce in a big hurry. Just an outsider's perspective. Your marriage was already dead. Opening it cemented how there are better people out there for the both of you. To your husband, these never end well. You should have both put in 100% towards each other and gone to therapy to try to save your marriage. Him courting her, buying chocolate, gifts and flowers, going on dates with Charmy are all things he should have tried again with you, and you both might have seen a difference. Divorce is just around the corner. Our open marriage was working just fine until my husband started doing it. I love when people ask for open relationships and then they get upset when it backfires. You admit you wanted more partners. He has been showing you that he only needed one. And it ain't you. Why would he want to celebrate something that's been dead for a year? Even now you're trying to blame him when this is all your own doing. So he isn't neglecting his kids and he is happy. He just isn't prioritizing you? Oh dude, why do I get the feeling you instigated the open relationship? You wrote, I began downloading dating apps and reaching out to people who expressed interest in me previously. So sounds like you were interested prior to the conversation and dove in head first. That usually crushes the other party. Your relationship ended the second an open relationship was asked for. Your husband requires an emotional connection, and so he actively looked and has found a replacement. Sorry dude, but you kinda write like a cake eater. Open relationships rarely work. They definitely don't work as a last-ditch attempt to revive a marriage. It just adds to the problems. Quick hookups and one-night stands. Do you think Charmy is doing this? Question mark. Op. You both needed counseling, not other people. Now you have lost your husband. But I also want you to consider how your husband felt when he saw you get dressed up to have a fun night out with someone else. He had no luck and you were in someone who expressed their interest prior. Almost seems like a setup. What you feel now he experienced when you were having luck and using people that should have been off limits. Also, you sought advice from your friends, who somehow collectively believe that an open marriage would fix the stagnation of your marriage. Now your marriage is really stagnating and you probably realized life got in the way. Not your love for each other. Just cause you set some rules doesn't mean the marriage was opened evenly or fairly. Maybe some of these people who expressed interest in me, you appear to have had already preloaded. Can buy you some gifts, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts. He has a younger girlfriend who doesn't want to sleep with other people. Good luck on this going anywhere but divorce. Damn, you are being replaced, and you have no one to blame but yourself. Update me.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.